Ever since Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant came to the Lakers, there have been questions whether the two could blend their talents. They seemed to answer those questions last season when LA won the NBA title. But the differences between Kobe and Shaq always simmered beneath the surface. And this week, the feud boiled over.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
We did a certain thing last year, and we're not doing that now. Once we get back to that, then we'll get back on track.
Look at your young men fighting.
I've always wanted to be a team player. And if the big dog ain't me, then the house won't get guarded. Period.
People wanted me to just kind of level off my play and not improve and just do the same thing I did last year. And I'm not going to do that.
This is juvenile stuff. This is really juvenile stuff, isn't it? It's like sandbox stuff. You got my truck and I want it back.
They're too good to cry about the things they're crying about, and they need to work with one another. I really don't understand it.
It's something that we can't let drag on. Whether you like a guy or not, it doesn't matter. We're out there playing together as a team, and we're going to do this thing together as a team.
I think both players understand that you can't win a championship without the other. You know, Shaq needs Kobe, Kobe needs Shaq.
Kobe backing in. Whip it into the Shaq. Score! What a nice play. They point to each other coming down the floor. They slap hands as they pass.
I'm not interested in solving. I'm interested in players playing team basketball. And that's the only thing that's an issue. And then it becomes, not a personal game, but a group effort. And that's what we have to emphasize.
We must not lose sight of the big picture here. And the big picture is to win, no matter who's getting the shots and who's getting it done. And both of you still need each other, no matter what.
Well, Magic seemed confident Shaq and Kobe could work things out, but what will it take to get them back on the same page, KJ?
I'll tell you, I think these guys realize the big picture. Unfortunately, this year is not last year. Last year, things came very easy to these guys. Now they're being hunted. They're having adversity. I think this adversity is going to bring these guys even that much closer together before the season's over.
I think it's significant that they're doing it out in public. There's always these little scuffles, and very often it involves the key players on a team. But to be doing it out in the newspapers, very pointed comments, I think there's concern, and the numbers have to make you wonder. Last year, they were the best defensive team in the league. This year, they're an average defensive team at best, so you have to wonder.
It's gotten personal. There's no question about that. When Shaq is telling Kobe he's got to pass the ball or he's not going to play defense, basically, that's what he said, not in those words. You know, and Kobe's asked to defer to Shaq. Let's face it. You know, if Phil Jackson is asking Kobe Bryant, who's worked on his game all summer to perfect it even more than it was, now he comes back and Phil's asking him to walk the ball up the court for the first 3 quarters of the game, and then, when they're losing, take over the game by himself because we're not going to get the ball to Shaq because he can't shoot free throws. He might even be on the bench next to me. No wonder Kobe says, no way. What would Michael Jordan
walk it up? He's telling him first three quarters he wants him to play, to run the system and play that way. And then in the fourth, there's no question they got to go to. They have to go to Jordan.
But now, if we talk about Michael Jordan, that's the same situation he was in. They ran the triangle offense for the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, Michael took over.
Exactly. And I remember Michael telling me when he retired the first time that was one of the reasons that he retired. He resented that. He loathed it. He did not want to be responsible for taking over the game when they were down 15 points in the fourth quarter. So I guarantee if Michael is one of those guys that's talking to Kobe, he's telling him, shoot.
Yeah, but you know, I don't think Michael would even say that, though, Peter. I think 15 points down would be something Michael would love. 30 points down, he would love to be in that situation.
Him. That's what he told me.
Their problems aren't on offense.
But don't forget that Kobe's 22 years old. There's a learning curve here. They're going to improve together, and they realize that. Both Kobe and Shaquille are very passionate about winning, and they want to win. They realize together they're going to do it.
Well, the good thing is they've got time to do it. You know, there's plenty of time to get on the same page and decide
We'll probably look back in the future, but the only people that can stop the Lakers are Kobe and Shaq.
As a coach, how tough is it on Phil being a babysitter in this situation?
Well, he's frustrated. He doesn't want to do that. He's saying that's not what I'm supposed to do. They're supposed to do it. Well, I mean, that's him playing mind games a little bit. They have to figure it out, but he's
paying him
very
$6
much
million
involved.
to do that.
He's involved right now.
And the beat goes on. Coming up, we'll take you back out for the start of the second half. Thanks for joining us on the Net Zero at the half.